Hello.
Yeah. Another double feature that will be split into 2 separate videos.
We watched Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets.
Yeah, weeks ago.
Based on the French graphic novel.
Yeah. We're gonna have to keep this one brief because the battery may be like half power. But anyway.
It was meh.
Yeah. Basically, the best thing I could say about it was the opening maybe 2 or 3 minutes when it's sort of doing a montage of, you know, the the origin of the space station, the City of 1,000 Planets, when it started off just kind of like as like International Space Station.
Yeah.
And then through the years, like it shows a montage of first of all, like just different countries, you know, coming together, like nation leaders,
which we need right now because our world is pretty screwed up.
Yeah. And then it goes like skips like hundreds of years in the future where there's like aliens now, so you know. But the rest is just, I swear, it was like a straight to DVD Disney Channel kind of thing, but with a slightly bigger budget.
Kind of felt just like any generic space opera.
Again, even then, it would have felt like any generic space opera if it weren't for those 2 totally Disney Channel leads. I swear, it's like they were trying to portray like badass action hero characters, but they look like they're just out of college. It doesn't work. And they act like they're in college. I mean,
militaries do take people at any age. Well,
yeah, but the thing is, this is a movie. This is a movie. First of all, I don't think the military acts like that. First of all, and second of all,
space military.
Yeah. Again, this is a movie.
Yeah.
You want to cast people who work in the role. These people, these 2 actors did not. I don't know if it was their lack of talent in what they were doing, or if it was just bad direction. Either way, the result was not good. It was just totally nonsensical. I mean,
it also felt like it didn't really have much of a plot to focus on. It felt more like Valerian and Lorelai just doing stuff.
I'd forgotten her name.
Yeah, Lorelai. It felt more like them. It felt more like a love story between the 2, with stuff of they have to go save some guy. And,
it's like it's really sort of like a kind of a mystery, kind of like who. You know, like the plot basically outlining there is this alien, sort of the Navi knockoff. Yeah. You know, they're like, and you know, they're all these peaceful people. You know, they spent like a whole like 4 or 5 minutes at least just establishing how perfect this and beautiful this beach world was, and I'm just thinking through the whole time, yeah, it's gonna blow up. It's gonna blow up. Come on, it's gonna blow up. Everyone's gonna die. Come on, get to it already. It blew up,
and only one person died.
Yeah, but again, it's like I could see just from the first 5 seconds of that on screen, I knew what was coming.
But it did factor into the rest of the movie.
Yes, which I will give it credit, is I was legitimately interested in finding out how the plot would be resolved, but that's the only thing kept me going through the movie. Yeah. Nothing else really held my attention. I was just curious to see what would become of them.
It felt also like there was a lot of padding.
Yeah.
Like there was just random scenes that
right in smack dab in the middle of the movie, one that you liked when we saw it, but I'm thinking, yeah, there's only one reason why anyone would like that scene, and it has nothing to do with the plot of the movie. No. It is basically, you know, the phrase "big lipped alligator" moment. This was more like a big striptease moment. Out of nowhere.
Yeah, because Lorelai was at that point captured again.
Yeah.
They had throughout the thing, one had to save the other, and then the other had to save the other.
Yeah.
So she gets captured, and in a place where they don't want to he doesn't want to cause political shitstorm, so he goes looking for something that can make him look like anything else, And
so he goes to find this shapeshifter in this.
It turns out it's a stripper being played by the singer Rihanna.
Well, it's voiced by.
Well, no, the human form was actually the actress Rihanna, actress/singer, who starred in such amazing things as Battleship.
I never saw that one.
But
yeah,
it's a long, drawn out scene of just any male fantasy you can think of, her portraying.
Except oddly enough, furry. They didn't have furry.
Because most people aren't furries.
Well, you said any male fantasy.
Okay, the more generic male fantasies. Like schoolgirl and maid and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and he's just sitting there like,
she's a shapeshifter. They could have done that. And her true form is this really poorly rendered CGI blue blob with big lips.
Yeah. We barely talked about the plot because it's...
Yeah, and then like, of course, like, spoiler alert, she dies like about 10 minutes after they find...
Yeah, they save Lorelai and jump into a trash chute a la Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because this movie inspired everything and then just proceeded to rip everything else off.
Yeah. And then, I can't remember how she died, but she died.
Maybe
that shapeshifter...
She probably took an injury, something...
She's a shapeshifter. She's formless. I don't know. I don't remember. Who cares? Nobody cares. The thing is, it's like they only half tried to make it an emotional scene, but then they just sort of gave up and like, okay, bye. Okay, bye. Go back to loving her. Because the whole time is Valerian, this whole story is he can't admit his feelings. And he's basically standoffish at... to her, where she gets Disney movie, like not even Disney movie, no, more like Disney Channel movie.
And there was a plot of the aliens kidnapping the commander of the space station, and this giant section of the space station was proven was too contaminated, and they constantly kept sending soldiers in to.
Spoiler alert: the commander is the villain. He basically committed mass genocide on that. Perfect alien planet of true peace and happiness and everything, because he was in a battle with another alien race, and it's like it's all his fault because he knew that it was populated. He's like, fire anyway, I'm evil. I don't care about innocent lives. I just want to win wars. Generic.
I did like one part. I did like was the whole alternate reality shopping center kind of idea. Like the technology was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was like it allowed you to shop in an alternate dimension while just walking around in a desert. So you're kind of half like it was like VR taken to extreme.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
and it caused for some funny moments.
There was one line I legitimately did laugh at, but that's only because I'm a movie nerd. Where like this gangster that he stole a MacGuffin piece from, as part of his mission, basically said, I will, wherever you go in this universe, I will find you, Valerian. And he's like, good luck.
Yeah, but then it turns out that the aliens have been hiding in the place in the space station that was deemed too contaminated, and
another thing I will give it credit, at least for the first half to 2/3 of the movie, their intentions, I didn't quite know what their intentions were, whether they're 100% peaceful or whether there's a conflict going on between them, whether they're just, mercenaries that decided to take a life of crime. I didn't quite figure it out until basically maybe 2/3 the way into the movie, and I will again give it credit for that, but again, even a straight-to-DVD movie can do that, so...
Yeah, it turns out the girl who died in the opening scene with the aliens...
the princess...
her spirit...
is basically inside Valerian's head.
Yeah, like, they told the story of whenever one of their race dies, it sends out a giant wave that seeks out somebody, and it seeked out him to... Sought out, sorry.
Yeah.
Sought out him just to, I don't know... trying to remember what it
because
actually was.
well, I don't know, because I guess
Because reasons, because
yeah.
it found him worthy.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So then, the mother, who
the kind of like
the mother and the father of the girl were the leaders of the tribe, and they're still alive.
yeah, king and queen, obviously, because she was a princess.
Yeah, and she goes into his head and releases the spirit of her daughter.
Yeah, like
Because her daughter, I think
like,
they said their daughter was finding
Spock.
her daughter wanted to see them again one last time or something.
yeah, it's like kind of like the search for Spock, but not the Katra.
Yeah, and they want the MacGuffin to
been, I shall be your friend.
and they want the MacGuffin to resurrect their planet and go home.
Yeah, the thing is, wasn't clear whether it was actually going to resurrect their planet, or it was just going to allow them the energy in their ship to create a construct of one inside, because that's more what it looked like. Outside, it was still just their ship, but inside it was like it created a temporary construct, a holodeck, if you will, of their planet, and probably that was just a temporary thing until they found a good enough planet to settle on. Because I think before that point they were low on resources. They basically had to steal everything that they could, find in the big city of MacGuffin Station-ness.
Yeah.
That was totally did not look anything like it was straight out of Star Trek Beyond.
It looked like they were living in a freaking airplane hangar.
Well, it was
like an airplane hangar we have nowadays.
Well, I think that was the idea because it was in an older part of the ship.
Yeah.
It was part of the original space station from like modern times that just kind of got buried in the rest of the, and it was also a docking port, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, and Valerian wants to do the right thing, because he works for the government technically, and like do the right thing, which just follow the government rules, which
just came right the hell out of nowhere, because all the rest of the movie he was like trying to portray the guy that lives by the seat of his pants and doesn't like following orders, and it still pulls through despite that, but now suddenly just total character switch that didn't even do it convincingly. It was just like, I'm an actor reading lines. Apparently this is in the script. Okay, I'll do my best, but
yeah. Okay, and then you'll go with what Lorelai wants.
Yeah, again, I think a lot of the problem, I'm not sure if a lot of the blame is on their acting, but I know a lot of the blame is on the script. The rest is either the acting, directing, or both, but the script, for one thing, is,
And the general would not like suffer for his crimes. He was not willing to lose.
From hell's heart I stab at thee.
And he had like,
I spit my last breath at thee.
he had like 4 or 5 personal security drones that he had automated to kill anyone
the so obvious Chekhov gun, it wasn't even a Chekhov's gun.
So there was a random gunfight between the robots and the people who were on the deck of the ship, like the captain who replaced him.
I was just surprised it took so long for him to activate those too obvious Chekhov gun.
They were specifically word activated, like they were activated.
I know, but I was just surprised it took him so long to do that.
He was unconscious most of the time.
I know, but I'm just saying I'm surprised it took the movie so long to do that. Because it was so blatantly set up. I'm like, just come on, they're gonna attack, come on, come on.
And then they had the old school bomb trope with the timer that was stopped from detonating at the last possible second.
Even Galaxy Quest made fun of that trope.
Mm-hmm. And then everyone lives happily ever after. Valerian wants to marry Lorelai, and there was a thread in the movie where Lorelai was unhappy that because he was a womanizer. He had a logbook of women he had been with.
Yeah, trying to be a James Bond Captain Kirk, but again, he looks like he's younger than me. The guy looks younger than me. I am serious. He acts younger than me. Like freaking Hayden Christensen and Anakin Skywalker and
Who are the same people, but whatever.
well, yeah, no, I mean,
Who are the same person, technically.
only one. He only portrayed one version of Anakin. Many people have portrayed Anakin, obviously, and then the Adam Driver of Kylo Ren are looking at this guy and they're like, "Dude, grow up."
But then he decides at the end, okay, I'll, because he proposed earlier in the movie, which normally I assume they normally save for the climax.
Again, no, that was the middle of the movie.
I know.
No, I mean, no. The
I assume-
climax was the middle of the
Okay.
movie.
Oh, okay. No, I just assumed like.
For some people.
Yeah, no, I mean like they normally. I assume they normally save that trope for the end of the movie of the whole.
No,
Woody
again,
Bear
but I
thing.
mean, like it's straight out of Disney Channel kind of. It just, again, it probably would have been at least more passable if they'd gotten actual decent action movie actors to play, even silly action movie actors like people like, The Rock or Jason Statham or whatever, just, the ones known to do these kinds of roles. But no, they went for frickin' college student looking people. Like frickin', it's like, almost like the casting for Spider-Man, only not as much effort put into making sure they're actually good at doing what they're supposed to do.
Have you complained enough?
Eh,
Because the movie's over, they live happily ever after, and they go find a beach,
yeah,
and that's it.
yeah. Probably the shortest review we've done so far.
And yet we've been rambling for long, so it's probably longer. Anyway.
I gotta plug the charge thing into the camera before we review the next movie on our list to review that we just saw today, which was a lot better than this one.
Very generic, very by the book, very not good.
Yeah, and
Very
even a lot of the special effects were like worse than the Star Wars prequels. I like the Star Wars prequels, but yeah,
I did like the disappearing gun idea.
yeah. Well, again, that was from that really good scene. It's like most bad movies have at least one good scene. That was this movie's.
No,
good
he did
scene.
it again right before the whole strip tease scene.
Yeah.
Because he had two guns. He put one in his back that disappeared. Because the guy in the strip tease house.
I thought he just hit it. Like
no,
it
literally it disappeared.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise.
Cloaking gun, I guess. Yeah, cloaking.
Because the guy is basically a pimp.
Yeah.
He had in his ceiling was a giant selection of all the guns because he took away guns from anyone that walked in there.
Again.
He was also an abuser.
Yeah.
Basically a pimp. But
Yeah. Well.
space pimp.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because space pimping ain't easy.
Anyway, yeah.
Bye.